Greetings. I had a very interesting day today, and I thought I'd share it with y'all. I went for my daily walk outside, and I happened to find something that totally told me that there was a message here for everyone, not just myself, but for everyone. It was very powerful. I didn't realize how powerful it was until I got home and started doing some research. And so I thought I'd share it with you and then do a reading on it for everyone. So as I was walking around, I saw a piece of paper laying in the grass. So I thought, well, let me pick it up. Yeah, I don't like leaving trash. So, and then I got this here. And so it says, follow the drinking gourd. And I thought that was unusual. I didn't know what that was. And it was all about the Big Dipper here. And up here is the name Will Levengood, number 12. So it was probably a student's homework assignment or something he had to fill out. So I thought, well, I knew there had to be a message in here. Boy, is there ever. So I started looking things up. I have a couple things, like I look for things in this illustrated encyclopedia of symbols. I love this book because it has a lot of origins for anything in here, numbers, symbols of, ancient signs, anything you could possibly want, from bees to, stars and whatever. So I looked that stuff up, and then I looked the rest of it up on the internet, and then I'm going to do a reading on it. So anyway, so follow the drinking gourd. Okay, so let's start with this. So the spiritual significance, I'm going to read from this sheet. The spiritual significance of the Big Dipper. It was seen as a symbol of protection and guidance. It's believed that it represents different aspects on our journey through life, with each star guiding us towards a higher purpose. And in the tarot, the star card is a sign of hope, leading us, shining light in the dark when we're coming out of the darkness of the tower event. If you had a tower event, if you know the tower card in tarot, is probably one of the worst, worst cards there is. Scary, right? Your life crumbles and falls apart. So then the star card follows it right away. It's like it's shining light in darkness. You find your way out. So the handle, it was known as the handle, stars, the symbol, the stars, and the handle part up here. Okay, they symbolize wisdom and guidance that help us navigate through challenging times by providing insight in one's life path. The cup the remaining 5 stars of the Big Dipper are arranged to resemble a cup or ladle. These stars represent our capacity for growth and transformation. When we embrace change and seek out new experiences, we are tapping into the spiritual energy of the Big Dipper. And besides that, right before I went for a walk, I was prepping some food for dinner, and I had on some music, and I liked the band Cracker. And they were playing a song. I was singing it. It was called The Big Dipper. I kid you not. So anyway, so let's look at this further, because like I said, there's a lot of symbolism in here. It's very important. So if we look at the follow the drinking gourd, right? So I had never heard that term before. So I looked it up, and apparently it is an African American folk song, first published in 1928. The drinking gourd is another name for the Big Dipper. Folklore has it that enslaved people of the United States used it as a point of reference so they would not get lost during their journey of escape to the north and to freedom. So I was like, oh, wow, okay, so that's interesting, right? What really stood out to me is not getting lost on your journey, right? And I like the idea of escape to the north to freedom, because the north is the north direction, and they've according to Native Americans, is the place of wisdom, where your ancestors live, and the animal that rules over that is buffalo. That's the way I understand it. So let's look further. So now I'm looking at when the name of the person on here is Will Levengood. It looks like Will Levengood. And it says number 12. It's also in orange. So orange is the sacral chakra. Okay, it's all about creativity. It can be sexuality. It's your emotions. It's all about relationships at that chakra. You know, so it's a very important creative chakra. So I looked up the number 12. Okay, so now there's a lot on 12. So let's look at my book here. So number 12, let's see what we got. Number 12 says is a complete cycle, a cosmic order, is both spiritual and temporal order, the esoteric and exoteric. Of course, you have the 12 signs of the zodiac. You have the 12 hours of the day and night. There's supposed to be 12 fruits of the cosmic tree. Then you have in European symbolism, Chinese symbolism, there's a lot here. Of course, obviously the zodiac. So there's a lot on number 12. But the angel number I looked up here says, seeing angel number 12 is a powerful spiritual sign that can indicate major changes, new opportunities, and increased connection to your divine guides. See the North Star, divine guidance, the North direction. This number often appears in moments of transition or when you need to make important decisions. It is a sign of spiritual guidance and divine protection. Okay, I'm building the case here for this message. Now, let's look at the name Will Levengood. Okay, so I looked up the word leaven. So you know to leaven, if you have the L-V-E-A-N, is to leaven bread, to make it rise. But his name is L-E-V-E-N. So the name Leven is a Scottish origin and has multiple meanings. It can be derived from Gaelic word lemhan, meaning elm tree, symbolizing strength and resilience. Can also be associated with the Scottish River, which signifies the flow of life and vitality. Overall, the name Leven carries connotations of endurance, growth, and interconnectedness of nature. The English term for Leven is lightning, or it could be a lawn, which is a space between woods. Okay, so I started looking at all of this, and I'm like, wow, this is a very important message here of some kind of guidance, some kind of change coming up. So I started doing some readings. I'll finish it here, but I pulled two cards. I pulled the medicine wheel and I pulled dolphin. So the medicine wheel represents a time of change. It's very similar to the wheel of life. It reminds me of the wheel in the tarot. And it definitely represents change and movement. So dolphin with this, that's an animal that's coming with this, means there's some kind of important message connected to this, like this change that you're all making in life, whatever it is following your purpose. You have a special mission to do. Okay, so when I pulled these two, I was blown away. Okay, because this is for anyone watching this video. This message is for you. You have an important message here. Something, an important purpose, reason for being here. So in this time of change, or if you're making changes, it's very important for you to do so. Okay? So this is really cool. You know, I'm really surprised at how much importance came out of this, message here. So I'm going to shuffle my cards, and I'm going to see what other the tarot cards have to say, and I'll pull a few other oracle cards, okay? So I'm asking for my guides and angels to give me a message for everyone who watches this video. What is the message for everyone here with following the drinking gourd, the Big Dipper, number 12, and living good? Okay, I'm gonna cut the cards and see what we get. Wow, so we got the World card. So that's definitely the wheel. The wheel card is, okay, here we go. So there's the wheel and there's the wheel. See the wheel around? Okay, so it cycles. Now the World card is the last card in the deck. It's a very good card. It's success, but it's completing. It's a completion in the major arcana. So you're completing something. This is a big deal, right? All right, well, next card is Justice. Wow. Okay, so I see justice in relation to this reading as something karmic, okay? Something, an important mission that you have, which again goes back to Dolphin. You have some important special mission here, purpose. Okay, so next card is the Eight of Wands. So to me, every time I see it, I see good news soon, right? Something happening quickly and all at once, good news. Okay, so then I got the Seven of Swords and I got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the way I would read this is the Seven of Swords can mean a lot of things. Sometimes it just means focusing and spending time researching things or being aware of hidden things going on. So, and then we end up with the Ten of Cups, okay? So the Ten of Cups is bliss, it's happiness, it's joy. It can be positive relationships. But I would see that this is a time of no more looking at things. Like, it's time to just make it happen. So again, I pulled another one. We got the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this could be a message that something you've always loved to do is going to happen when you make this change, or you may actually find a soulmate, okay, or a partner, or something you just totally love to do. And here we go, another one. So we got Three of Cups. This is joy. So I would say this is a really good reading. So I know there's a lot of talk on, about big changes coming on this planet. I would say they're pretty good. So I'm going to throw another card. This is my Angel Oracle card. And I want to see what they say. This is for everyone watching this reading. Tell me, angels and guides, what message you have for everyone here. Okay. Clairaudience. Okay. So this means to listen. It says, notice the loving guides that you hear inside your mind from other people. So if you're complaining or beating yourself up, don't listen to that voice. We want the loving voice, the compassionate voice. So you're going to get messages. I would say even people nowadays, there's much more telepathy going on. I mean, I've even heard things, like I think I've heard people speaking. In fact, I know I have. Or you'll hear something, you'll hear a name, you'll hear your name called out, you'll hear some words. If these kind of thoughts happen when you're not thinking, it's when you're at rest or you're doing something else and something drops in. That's your intuitive guidance, or that's your guides letting you know. Because originally when we were talking about the symbol of following the drinking gourd and the North Star, the Big Dipper, okay, so because it's in the North Star, Polaris is at the handle, okay, it's the direction of north, which is the place of your ancestors and guides. So these are your guides coming in. So I feel like there's just a lot of energy with guides and messages from heaven. I mean, I do believe heaven is coming to earth. The veil is getting thinner, and and to pay attention to the messages we get. So I'll pull one more card. Okay. Oh, patience. So it's definitely saying to be patient with things. If you're making changes, I get that card. It's not my favorite, but you know, I have to take it as it comes. So and with patience, again, look, okay, what color is it? Orange? So we got Will, his color is orange here. See how I connect the dots? So that is I feel like being patient, by learning to be patient, and if we follow a dolphin, which has to do about breath, and so meditation's really good. It's going to calm your nervous system down by slowing down and being patient. Just be in the moment. Savor your five senses, you know, the feeling of things, the smelling of things, the tasting of things, just in that moment is going to help calm you down. Because what I was seeing earlier about the name Levin, you know, being lightning, and the fact that there's the cycles and movement and change coming on, that it could shake things up. And I'm not saying there's not going to be shaky things happening on the planet. There probably will be. I mean, you know, the way I look at what's happening, even though it seems kind of crazy, it just means that consciousness is shifting, that we are evolving. And that is a reflection of that. So it's a good thing. You know, just before birth, it may be a bit painful or a lot, but we have this beautiful baby that comes in. So our lives, and I think that's really important. So I hope this message resonated with you. And if it did, leave me a comment, like what I said if you like it, and subscribe and share. I'm going to be sharing a lot more messages. I've got a lot of things I want to share with everybody. It's a really important time, and I feel like it's important for me to come out and give guidance or comfort, because I honestly really feel good things are here and good things are coming. And I'll teach more about manifesting so that we can understand how we operate, how things work, so that we can manifest what we want. So again, I hope everything's good for you. I hope you enjoyed this. And until we meet again, namaste.